Hello guys, welcome to another training video. So we had a profitable day today, and so far this week we've won a total of two trades out of two trades that we sent this week. Now I just need to do a quick run through of how I came by this bias. Right now, what we always do first is to determine the directional bias. Now the aim of a directional bias is to find out who is currently present in the market. Now as you can see, we had series of highs, right? We are on a daily time frame now, so we had series of highs, then we had this change of character to the downside, right? After this change of character, we saw each selling momentum in previous days. Then we saw another break of structure to the upside, right? And another break, you retrace into this other block. Then we saw another range to the upside. Then we saw weakness in buying pressure, right? Sellers were trying to tap into the market. So now, this is where we are now, and this says a lot of things, right? Um, this is an open. This is a order block here. So when price tapped into this, we started seeing a bit of bullish momentum, right? So this actually shows that buyers might still be in the market for now. So what would make me determine if buyers are still present here is if this eye is taken out with a solid close, right? If I see something like this, right, with a solid close, then we know that okay, buyers are still present in the market. But currently, we are trading what we see, and what I saw earlier was that I expected price to correct into the nearest POI, right? So after this break of struggle to the upside, right, I saw something on the 30 minutes time frame, and that's the setup we've always traded on the inner circle. So on the 15-minute time frame where I send my setups mostly, after this break of structure, I saw this sweep of this equal high liquidity. Now, what is liquidity? Liquidity basically means orders, right? And the most popular one is the equal high and equal low liquidity. Now, we're talking about liquidity, we're talking about orders from both ends, right? If usually you expect price to move this way, right? We expect that once price gets to this level, it should come back down. Once price gets here, comes back down. Resistance and support, just proper basics when it comes to trading resistance and support. Now, when it comes to liquidity, we have liquidity at resistance. We have liquidity at support. I've explained this in my previous videos. So now at resistance, we have people that have their stop losses around this level, right? They said traders like some traders might actually trade support and resistance even till now. So most traders would have their stop losses around this level. Then once price taps into this level, it will trigger their trades, right? It trigger their orders, right? So once their orders are triggered, it sends a lot of momentum into the market. So aside people that are looking to sell from this resistance level, we have people that have their buy stops here as well. So that means we have buy stops and we also have sell orders at this level. Same thing goes for this point right here. We have people that are looking to buy once price starts into this level. They are looking to do something like this. They are looking to do something like this, right? Once price gets to that level, right? So at that particular level, we have sell stops and we have buy orders at this support level. So that is what liquidity basically means. It's just orders. So on this particular level, you can see this equal high liquidity. So immediately it was swept. I knew price was going to retrace down. Now we have this change of character to the downside, right? So immediately we have this change of character. If you're familiar with my style of trading, after a change of character, I wait for an invalid pullback. This is our invalid pullback, and it is now our inducement. So what I usually wait for is I mark out my supply zone, wait for price to tap into this inducement area, take it out, then mitigate my supply zone. And that was why we had this winning trade. That was the first trade of the week, right? So now the second trade of the week, which happened today, you can see the same thing played out here. You can see this equal high liquidity here. So immediately price took it out. I knew it was going to be a sell. So I sent the trade to the group and it was a profitable one, right? So I think price might still be bullish, but we have to wait for more movement. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll see a bigger picture of what is going to look like for the rest of the week. So that will be all for this video. And if you've not gained access to the inner circle, I don't know what you're waiting for. A lot of people took a leap of faith and they actually keyed into it and made so much money today. So you can also gain free access right away. Just make sure you have your derivative account funded. Send me a screenshot and I'll give you free access to the inner circle right away. I'll see you in the next video.